And we continue to follow the breaking news from the Supreme Court.
What the Supreme Court did today is overturn a century of laws and practice in America.
Basically what the court said is that corporations have First Amendment rights.
A Supreme Court ruling that may change politics in this country more dramatically than anything else this court has done in generations.
This ruling strikes at our democracy itself.
The Supreme Court today had passed a Super Bowl of bad decisions.
The First Amendment right of free speech should be granted not just to labor union corporations and media corporations, but equally to all corporations, big, medium, and small. Corporations are people, my friend. We can raise taxes on, of course they are. Everything corporations earn ultimately goes to people.
But regardless of what you think of Citizens United, it's only indirectly related to the rise of super PACs. For that, we have to look to a different court decision called SpeechNow.org. SpeechNow won, and the government changed the rules to allow for the creation of super PACs, which are really just doing the same thing that wealthy individuals have been allowed to do for decades.
Corporate greed, Medicare fraud. Sound familiar?
And authored government-mandated health care with taxpayer-funded abortions.
President, with the courage to tell us,
We will not rest. I will not rest.
We will not rest.
Who consults with key decision makers.
Lately, I worry a lot about my kids. What's their future going to be like?
Global warming has been solved by replacing cars with low-emission unicorns, powered by the renewable energy of rainbows.
Mitt Romney, not conservative, not electable.
Just like John Kerry.
Laissez les bon temps rouler.
He speaks French, too.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Mitt Romney.
But overall, turnout, as you see the bottom number, the raw vote total from 2008, 2012, down 4.3%. Some of the states like Nevada down significantly.
And they're averaging 1 voter an hour. That's the slowest they've seen it in years. Back in East Haven, the voter tally from the school has been the same for the past 2 hours.
AFSCME is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Winning Our Future is responsible for the content of this message.
Restore Our Future is responsible for the content of this message.
Chuck Norris approved. Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont carried the pitch higher on Capitol, proposing his version of a constitutional amendment that simply establishes that corporations, by law, are not people.
In my view, a corporation is not a person.
Well, we have the power because we're citizens of the United States of America. We have the power because in Montana we have Initiative 166, Stand with Montanans. And we're simply saying corporations are not people.
Citizens United is being appealed to the Supreme Court. Urge the Supreme Court to take the Montana case and put America back in the hands of we the people.